Can you hear me? Hi, everyone. Hello, welcome. Hi. Come on in, get comfy. If you're new here, thanks for checking out this video. My name is Audrey. I'm a Californian. I'm a psychic. Love to travel. I have 3 kids. I'm married. Anything else you want to know? But no, this is my YouTube channel. I am a psychic medium. I talk about psychic things. And before we get started, please hit that like button. Just do it right now, you guys. It's free. It doesn't go anywhere. The internet doesn't keep track of that or anything like that. Hit the subscribe button. I am slowly crawling up to 1,000 subscribers. So I appreciate all the help I can get. And hang out with me. Give me a chance. Give it a chance. You know, as I mentioned in a recent video, my husband told me my retention span of my viewers is 10 minutes. Well, I don't understand that because the entire video itself is going to have similar things in it. So like it's salty all the way through. I try and put humor all the way through. Acknowledge you guys all the way through because you guys are what makes the channel. So I want to do right by you. And I'm going to try this pink background today. I've been having trouble with this software. I'm using StreamYard. I don't know if it's my internet or the software. I just don't know. So thank you for your patience as I, again, am constantly trying to improve the quality in all areas of the channel. So hit that subscribe button. I should scoot my camera back just because I'm very physical and things start rocking. Rock and roll, baby. So I'm trying to scoot this back. I hope it doesn't fall. Okay, there we go. I don't like this view because then you can see as my husband calls it, chicha, chichis. You can see too much of me, you guys. I just don't like that, but that's fine. It is what it is. So I wanted to tell you guys about when I went to go see Tyler Henry. So I'm going to talk about that first. So if you don't care about that, just skip forward 10, 15 minutes. I don't know, however long I'm going to talk about him. And then we're going to talk about my favorite criminal. I shouldn't say that because he's disgusting. That's Brian Kohberger, which I call Brian Hamburger. His father is Hamburger Senior. His mom is Mrs. Hamburger. So anyway, let's talk about something fun and exciting. I did take some pictures. I took a little video. Hello, Saltines. I'm on the road going to see Tyler Henry. So we have a little bit of a drive ahead of us. So it should be fun. I've never been here before. And we have plenty of time. So looking forward to seeing him. And if I could slip him a 20 or some money, maybe I can meet him in person and do a selfie or something. I don't know. But wanted to bring you guys along with us. And we'll see you soon.
I was raised as an only child. I have 2 incredibly supportive parents who have been married now for over 37 years. Really long time, it's like a life sentence. And my mom and dad really spent my whole childhood working really hard. They had a small business in our little town of Hampton. And naturally, as an only child, because of...
So if you're not sure who Tyler Henry is, he is also a Californian. He's from a little town south of Fresno called Hanford. And he's a kid. He's 27. He's the same age as Benjamin, my son Benjamin. And I thought he was younger for some reason, but no, he mentioned it a couple times during the show the other night. So, um, I went to an event where he was at. It was $50 per person where I was sitting. As my husband said, the cheap seats. It doesn't matter where you sit, and I'll get to that. I'm going to explain this to you. So, if you guys ever have the opportunity to go see him, or maybe Teresa Caputo, well, I can't say Teresa is set up the same way. Tyler's set up differently than Teresa. But anyway, there were $100 seats. His mom was there, which we all love his mom. If you guys seen the show, she drives him around. He doesn't drive. And I am getting spirit coming in right now. I don't know who this is going to be. So anyway, he was at a casino. So it was a few hours away from where we live. So we drove up to this casino, and it was a pretty small venue, like a meeting room or something. I don't know. It's not a huge auditorium by any means. So however many people were there, I don't know, 300 or so, maybe. So it doesn't matter where you're sitting, because here's how it goes down. One thing I didn't care for about the event was for 40 minutes, 38 minutes and change, he talked about things I already knew. Anyone who follows him or knows really anything about him already knew that information that he spoke about, at least at the event I went to, as far as um, who he is, what he does. Lives in LA, and um, just touched on some very basic psychicness stuff about what it is to be psychic, like uh, how did it start with him? And he did tell a cute story, but I've heard it before about him growing up, and him just talking to his math teacher in high school about her divorce and stuff. And so he told that whole story. I already knew the story, but it's a cute story if you haven't heard it. So I was a little disappointed that he spent 40 minutes talking about stuff I already knew. Um, I would have liked to have, even if it's not for me, a reading. Here comes spirit again. Spirit's confirming. Yes, that would have been nice, Audrey. If he would have given other people his time to try and channel some of their relatives for them, or friends, or whatever. So I wasn't expecting him to channel any of my loved ones. I just went for the entertainment value. I can channel my own friends and family. And I told my husband, I'm like, "Nobody recognizes me." "Oh my god." He's like, "It's not about you. It's just not about you." I'm like, "No, but if they know I'm here, maybe that'll put them more in the mood, and I don't know, maybe it's gonna help with the energy around here and stuff, because they know that I'm bringing in spirits too." Whatever. But I would like to be recognized. My son gets recognized for being on my channel. Anyway, it's fine. So we sat in the back, but the way it's set up, what happens when he actually did start channeling, and he only did maybe 40, 45 minutes at the most. So it's this big room. There are three microphones located in the room where people would walk up to and stand at, to talk to him if you were chosen by him. Of course, there's cameras around the room. So if you're standing at any of the three microphones, the cameras can get you and put you up on the screen. So we got Tyler on the big screen. We got sometimes Tyler's mom was on the big screen because she was reading some questions from people here and there. And then whoever was getting the reading was up on the big screen mostly. So, let me kind of think real quick. How many people got readings? One, two, three, four. I think five. Five. They were all men coming in. The spirits were all men. not one woman coming in. One of the men started coming in as soon as Tyler walked on stage. He's like, "Whoa, sir. Whoa, sir. I see you. I hear you. I feel you. I'll get to you in a minute. Okay. I got some stuff to do first." And that, oh God, maybe that's him coming in. But that was a sad situation. That was someone who had been murdered. Um, locally in California. Um, I think everyone who spoke, who got a reading, was from California. Um, and their loved ones, like, died here and stuff. One woman's husband died up in the mountains. He got hit by a tree. Oh, it was awful. But that's not how her reading started out. Her reading started out with some guy named Mike that she knew. It was some relative, Mike. And so she was talking about Mike, and Tyler was saying things about Mike. But then Tyler's like, I got someone else coming in with a brain thing. Something bad happened to the brain. And the woman said, that was my husband. He was hit by a tree earlier this year and died out there in the woods. So everyone's just like, bawling. Um, so it was all men that came through for all these different people. Um, so it's just interesting, and you really just have to keep your fingers crossed when you go to one of these events. Talk to your loved ones who have passed before you go to the event. When you buy your tickets, whether it's to talk to me or Tyler or Teresa or some other psychic, tell your loved one, hey, I have an appointment with Audrey, or I'm going to go see Tyler Henry. Okay, mom or dad or uncle, or your child, or whoever it is that passed. I would really like for you to come into our presence during this time so I can talk to you, so you can talk to me. And spirit's still here. I'm shaking. I don't know why spirit's making me shaky. Um, Talk to your loved ones before you go to the event or the meeting or the reading or whatever. Let them know, hey, I'd really like for you to cut to the front of the line. I'm sorry if you got to take cutsies in front of some other people at the show, but can you make your presence known, please? And I thought, well, my Aunt Ruth has really strong energy. She was a wild and crazy girl, my Aunt Ruth. She's been gone for a little while now. And I miss her so much. And I just talked to her as I sat in my seat. I just said, "Oh, Aunt Ruthie, if you want to come, I'm here. I'm here. I know you're here with me. I know you're here. I know you're here. But, if you want everyone to know and you want to talk through Tyler to me, that would be cool too." She didn't do that, but that's okay. She's with me. But it would have been cool for me because no one, I do my own channeling. I want someone else to kind of do it for me and see what information they give me, if it's anything different than what I get and stuff. Um, I would say each of those readings was probably 10 to 12 minutes, and there takes up our, 45, 50 minutes. And he answered, I think 3 questions. People were filling out the question cards like crazy. So as soon as we walked into the room, the meeting room, there's a table where you can ask Tyler questions. I I get nervous putting things on paper at an event like this, but my husband's like, just what am I supposed to put down? I can answer my own questions probably. I'm not going to take up someone's time or, energy trying to read through my, no, 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 no. But there were tons of people filling out long questions on these cards. And Tyler's mom, I think, only read 3, maybe 4, but I think 3 she read, and they were very, very short questions, questions I could have answered, and the way in which Tyler answered them, pretty much exact same way what I'm telling you guys about things. Tyler did answer a question about suicide, so that really caught my interest because I have good news for your loved ones if they committed suicide. His answer is a little less specific than mine. I'm a little more insensitive. I don't know. I'm It's good news. If your loved one killed yourself, they don't go to hell. Don't. They don't. And we can talk about that more. But the way he said it, gosh, I don't want to misquote him, but he says that, he speaks very gentle. He's very, very gay. He's very open about that. He's very flamboyant and feminine. That's okay. We love him like that. That's who makes him him. That's what makes him him. So he's more of a lady than I am. Okay. That's what I'm going to tell you. I am not that sensitive. But it's good news. So I thought, okay, oh God, let me see how he answers that question. Okay, well, basically the same thing. No one's going to hell. And, it doesn't mean something bad, and your loved ones can still come through in a reading. He said he's channeled lots of people that committed suicide, as have I. Never a bad situation except one, but that's not for me to talk about. And it wasn't bad. It just wasn't as happy as most of them are. Um, so he answered just those few questions. And that was really it. He was sweating so profusely. I felt bad for him. He said it's because of the amount of spirit coming into the room. I don't believe that for 1 second, Tyler. I'm sorry. I'm a psychic. Plus, I know you. He has anxiety. He has anxiety. Lots like me. Like me, Tyler Henry has a variety of of social anxieties, public anxiety, general anxiety. And that's what it was. And I know that. And I felt bad for him because I know what that feels like. And it's an awful feeling. And I could tell where he was getting stuck answering or channeling. I could tell where spirits really kind of disconnecting, or they're doing this or that. That's why he's doing that. I could just tell. And Tyler does. Where's my book here? Tyler does this thing like this. So this is how he focuses. He has a tablet and he's just going like this or like this. I don't do that. There's nothing wrong with that. But he kept doing it, and I told my husband, I go, "See what he's doing right now? He's stalling because spirit is talking to him. He's confused. He's hearing too many things at once. He's not sure. You get stuck. You'll get stuck." And he does do this thing with a pen and paper to give him time to figure out what the hell is being said to him and all the details of it. So I'm not a scribbler. I would feel bad for wasting all that ink on paper. I would. Um, Normally, if I'm with you guys and I need to stall, I just say, hold on, spirit's talking. Give me a second, give me a minute. You've seen me do that on the channel. Give me a minute. Spirit's talking to me. Hold on. I'm on a ride. I'm on a ride. I'm going up and down. Hold on. Um, it can be intimidating. It can be yeah, intimidating. It can be a little scary. It's scary. And he's up on the stage. And my husband's like, "You can do that. You do better than he does. You do. You can do it. Why aren't you up there?" I'm like, "Shh, be quiet. Jesus, be quiet. I'm trying to listen to Tyler." But it was really good to see him in person, and it made me feel good about myself. Not that I am better, not that spirit is more effective with me, but just for my own self assuredness, it reminded me who I am too, and that I have those same capabilities. And for just watching, you guys, it makes me emotional. Watching him change lives in front of my eyes is priceless. And that's what it's all about for me and spirits coming into my body. Watching someone's life change based on a message that they're receiving from spirit. That's why I do what I do, and I know that's why he does it too. And it's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. That's why we do what we do. Oh god. That was good. Yeah, it took a little while to drive there, but the ride home seemed so quick. I think because we were talking about everything, that's like, if you can hear that, sorry, that's Johnny in the next room yelling for my husband. I can hear him. I can hear him even with these earphones on. He's fine. He's being taken care of. All right, so that's Tyler Henry. And let's go on now to Brian Koberger. This I hate to remind you guys. I hate to remind you. But as I get new subscribers, I don't know if they've heard everything about what I've said in the past. I don't know if they want to watch all my videos, binge watch all my videos on the Koberger case or the Idaho 4 case, I should say. Excuse me. Brian Koberger case. Um, real quick, I'll just tell you. Okay. Before I came back on YouTube, a few days before that, this murder happened. My husband asked me about this case. Without even seeing a picture, I told my husband exactly what happened. Here's what happened. Here's what's gonna happen. Here's what the police know. Here's how they're gonna handle it. And it's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a really rough one. It's gonna be rough because the defense is gonna really make these other people's lives miserable. And lo and behold, that's exactly what's going on. And this is really severe. It's like, Audrey, it's a murder case. Of course, it's going to be emotional and difficult. That's not what I'm talking about. I am talking about Ann Taylor, Brian Koberger's attorney, really giving it to the prosecutor. I mean, uh, there is no heart for the victim in this case from Ann Taylor. She just cold as ice. How could you? How could you, Ann Taylor? How could you defend this man? This may ruin your career. You think it's going to bump it up? I think it's going to bump it down, girl. Not good. Not good. No, disgusting. Anyway, so everything I've said has been true, has been coming into public knowledge, has come into fruition. Oh, Audrey said that months and months ago. Yeah, I did. So that being said, listen to me about what's coming in the future. So this alibi, this big frickin' alibi, the defense team's always like, "Oh, you guys you wait and see what we have." Oh man, you guys, you think you're right about Brian Koberger. Oh, we got everything. He's gonna get this case dismissed. He's innocent. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. You're fools. You're clowns. You're clowns. Taking information you learned in law school or other college classes you learned on criminology or law or whatever, you can't just start throwing words, situations, terminology that you can't just throw it out into the public when you are on trial for a quadruple homicide. And do you think we're not going to put 2 and 2 together, that doesn't make sense, or that doesn't apply in this situation? What the hell are you talking about, you people? If Brian Koberger had an alibi, don't think about it. Do you not think they would have shoved that down our throats day one? Come on. Don't be fooled by these people. Step out of this true crime. Step out of the true crime circle for a minute and look away and then turn your attention back to this situation in this case and think about and listen to what these people are saying. Oh, how many how long has it been since he been arrested? And oh, now they have an alibi? Driving around at night is your alibi? That's kind of not an alibi in my oh so humble opinion, non-law student. It's like the opposite. It's a non his phone was pinging in the area, and I've owned a lot of Hyundais, I will tell you. Some of the more newer models have sort of a GPS kind of tracking. So I'm wondering if that Elantra has been processed in such a way where that technology has been retrieved for any further evidence against the man. I know you guys, some of you still think there was someone else involved. I'm sorry to tell you. I don't know why I'm sorry, but I'm sorry to tell you there's not. The only other person who is in any way uh, involved is Mr. Hamburger Senior. Only because it's not only, but because he aided and abetted. And he knows that you guys, he's known it from the beginning. He's known it from the beginning that what his son did. And there was nobody else. It was him. And just as a reminder, I mentioned a hot shot drug that Spirit showed me. This is Kayleen. I can see her again right now. I'm upstairs in that house. I see Brian Hamburger at the end of the hallway. It's dark, and I see a syringe on the floor. I've mentioned this before, but Spirit's bringing it up again. So I'm going to bring it up again with you. I do what Spirit wants me to do in these cases. Um, because yeah, I don't know. I get information from Spirit, but it's like, how did he kill all of you for in 15 minutes or whatever that short amount of time was that he did do it? That's when they keep going back to what? Yeah, I'll take off my underwear. My husband thought those underwear were for him. Those are my underwear. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, Lord, help me. Help me, help me. Um, anyway, Haley again is showing me that syringe and, were they given a hot shot? That would have made killing pretty quick. Or I should say, he could have done it quickly, I would think. I still wanna know, and if spirit wants to share with me, any spirit, my spirit guide, or the kids, any of the students, the kids that were murdered, or anyone else that has information on this, I wanna know how Brian Hamburger overtook Ethan, because Ethan seems the same size as Hamburger. I don't know how tall each of them are, but just seeing them in so many photos as we have, they seem to be about the same size. So I'm wondering how the hell that happened, and I hope spirit comes through and gives me that information. Um, I'm curious about the autopsy. Did they look for needle and holes in any of the kids? Did they find any? But Allegedly, they were drug users, but I don't think they were doing heroin. I don't think they were doing heroin. I think it was more mushrooms, maybe acid and pot, which pot's really not even a drug anymore, is it? So yeah, Hamburger's a clown. His attorney's a clown. Uh, these are just my opinions based on what Spirit's showing me. If Spirit came back and said, "Hey, you know what? Don't give her a bad time. She's really," no, I get nothing good on her at all. Sorry to say, other than disappointment. Disappointment. I know the law is the law. I know it's innocent until proven guilty. We know all that. So these ridiculous news flash breaking news that the defense continues to catch our attention with are nothing to worry about. And they'll continue to do so as time goes on. But they're at least entertaining, aren't they? Sickening and entertaining. And again, there's no justice in murder. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Ciao.